In today's episode, Dariana asks, I have to teach a 3-hour class on advanced social media strategies, but I'm having some trouble. What would you guys consider as advanced? Oh, I feel your pain. I have run into this problem so many times over the years as a keynote speaker, as a workshop leader. There is no such thing as advanced or intermediate or beginner because one person's advanced is another person's basics, right? I may think, for example, setting up Google Analytics to track your social media traffic. That, to me, is basic. To another social media marketer, that's advanced, right? They're thinking about, like, what should I put in my photos on Instagram? And so, what I think is, like, for example, I think intermediate is using advanced statistics and machine learning, basic machine learning, to do time series forecasting, predicting when certain topics are going to be of interest to your audience so that you can create a social media calendar around those topics. If you know that in 14 weeks that left-handed smoke shifters are going to be the most searched for thing in your industry, then you want to make sure that in the 2 to 3 weeks leading up to that you have content ready to share, that you have ads ready to run, and so on and so forth, that are reflective of what the audience is interested in. To me, that's intermediate, whereas using something like an LSTM or a feed-forward neural network, those to do the same kind of prediction, that to me is advanced because it's stuff that I'm working on, stuff that I have trouble with, and stuff that I would like to learn. Ask the average social media marketer, and what I just said even, and the average social media marketer will be like, that may as well be Greek, right? What is a feed-forward neural network? What is an LSTM? What is predictive analytics even? These are topics that they wouldn't necessarily view as part of social media, but these are techniques and tactics and strategies that can be used to make social media more effective. So the cure for this is to be very specific about the skills that you're presenting, the techniques that you're presenting, the technologies that you're presenting, and to be even more specific about asking people where they are in their journey. So if you take, for example, strategy, social media strategy, you want to get a sense of your audience. What size businesses have they worked in? How long have they been working in business? So someone who's 20 has very different points of view about social media than someone who's 40. Right. Someone who's 20 has different perspectives on what a company's overall goals should be than someone who's 40 or 60 or 80. And so you need to have a detailed audit as best as you can of where your class students are and where it is that they want to go. What are the things that are on their minds? Asking them for the broad topics first and then digging down. So real simple example. Someone could say analytics. They want to learn analytics as part of their social media strategy. Well, that's a big bucket. Analytics of what? Do you want social platform analytics and how to work with that data? Like, how do you make sense of Instagram's various types of reporting? Do you want mid-funnel data? Like, how do you connect a social network to web analytics software or to a marketing automation platform? Do you want full funnel analytics? Do you want to be able to see the ROI of social media all the way down to the CRM? Those are different topics. Those are different classes. I would even argue those are parts of a different profession in a lot of ways. Because if you're going to be very rigorous about your use of analytics, you're less doing social media and more doing data science at that point, if you want the best possible answers. So what I would consider advanced is probably not even on some people's radar. What I would consider basic is some people's advanced. What other people consider advanced in their part of social media would be, or what they consider basic, I would consider advanced. There are some people who are so good at things like digital ethnography, being able to decompose an audience's psychographics. That's not an area of specialty for me. To me, that would be, a novice topic would be, what even is digital ethnography and how does it apply to social media? Whereas an ethnographer would be like, oh my God, do I have to teach that again? Like, okay, just follow the framework. It's who, what, where, when, why, and how. So it's difficult. Assessing by the actual skills and how people use those skills is the only true way you're going to get a benchmark of what people want to learn, what people are ready to learn, and how far you can push them out of their comfort zone. If you send someone a survey and say, tell me about solving business problems very strategically, and they say, well, offer coupons, right, to solve a very thorny problem, that gives you a sense of where that person is in their journey, and you know they're not ready to deal with, say, like a multi-year, multi-pronged strategy. I remember I was at a CEO roundtable, and there was this one gentleman who's a retired CEO, is in his late 70s, and we were all going around sort of asking about difficult and interesting solutions to problems, and this one problem his company ran into, they had to close a factory to refit it for environmental reasons, and they were looking at a 12 to 18 month shutdown. And so his solution to that problem was to offer existing customers a massive incentive: buy 2 years of inventory now, and you won't be impacted by the shutdown, and we'll give you a real sweetheart deal on the purchase price. Customers lined up. They bought and bought so much so that they didn't even have to take a loan out to refit the factory. For the proceeds from that alone was enough to pay for the renovation, and so they were able to conquer 2 business problems all at once. That's sort of an advanced business strategy, which, again, that requires life experience in a lot of ways. So that's advanced to some people. So benchmark where people are. Ask them to tell their stories. Ask them to bring their problems, and you'll have a much better benchmark of what it is that you need to teach in your class. Good luck. It is difficult. It should be difficult, because if it's not, then you're not delivering exactly what the audience needs. As always, please leave your comments below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the newsletter. I'll talk to you soon.
Want help solving your company's data, analytics, and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.